Welcome to the Nifty Chicks. In this final part of the 4-part series of NFTs for small businesses, Mint-Ecell will be discussing 2 important topics: growing your NFT wallet list and minting NFTs for your small business. Whether you're an artist, musician, or entrepreneur, this episode is packed with valuable insights and practical tips to help you leverage NFTs for the growth of your small business. Let's do this.
So we talk about the importance of growing your email list. So I think in the future, we'll be talking about the importance of growing the people who have your NFT.
So I honestly,
POAP, right?
Yeah. So, and it may not be POAP in the future. I mean, the POAP is just one. What I am actually seeing right now, so there's a lot of different ways that NFT projects are marketing. Everybody forever has talked about Discord, and I don't know if the people listening to this know about Discord. Discord can be a really scary, nasty place. And I know when
we're in it once a week.
It's confusing in a way to get your messages. Yeah.
It's confusing. It's really easy to get scammed there. Like definitely, if you get into Discord, the first thing I say is turn off your DMs. Do not DM with people. I hate it when I'm trying to talk to a project and they're like, oh, you need to go turn your DMs on so that you can verify this. I'm like, I really don't want to do that, because the moment I turn that DM on, I'm going to get 20 spammers or scammers that are trying to get me to click on a link.
Wow.
And,
I have not noticed that yet, but I have noticed the difficulty in connecting with people sometimes that I want to on Discord. So
yeah, it's challenging. I mean, Discord, I think, is a whole nother beast. And I've seen a lot of projects going away from Discord, just not doing Discord. They're trying to build like on either Twitter or Instagram. And I have actually seen projects now that are going back to email. And what I have found in a lot of the projects that I'm a part of, like the My BFF and You, the World of Women, Boss Beauties is another one that I love. I 100% open their email every time it comes. They have been doing weekly updates. I know what they're doing. I'm hearing from their founders. I'm seeing, they put in there like, this is what we've been up to. This is what you can expect this week. It really takes it, for me anyway, it makes it easier. So I'm not having to go hunt around and find what's new in Discord. And because honestly, like if you saw my Discord,
you're right about that. You're right about that too, to try to get back to something new. In a sense, it moves as fast as Twitter does. And Twitter's got millions of people on it. Discord, you're in groups and communities. And when they're moving fast like that, and you're still losing what you're trying to find, it can be overwhelming. And it's like, at some point, it's like, forget it,
Yeah. Yep.
So
I love the email factor.
Yeah. And email is permission-based marketing. Do you consider this to be permission-based marketing?
Oh,
Probably,
I would think
right?
so. Yeah.
I mean, I would take that even a step further and say that, I mean, it's not even permission-based, because you're paying for them to have access to you. Because once you've bought that NFT and you have that NFT in your wallet, as the creator of those NFTs, you can drop something to that holder at any time. You don't have the ability. In fact, there are times that it's actually, I'm going to share my screen again. Let me go. Back here. I'm going to share. So this is, I'll just show you guys something here. So I'm in OpenSea. So you can see here, like this. I don't know how I got it. I did not purchase this. So this is what I do a lot. So I'm going to hide this. I'm not even going to click on it, because I don't know who sent this to me. I don't know if it's good or bad.
Gotcha. And then you'll do a little bit of research, a little due diligence on it, maybe even reach out to the creator to find out a little bit more about them before you will be
right. So now that is out of my main, collection. And now it lives over here in these hidden. And, if I get something in here, like that's mine. I know that's mine. You can hide or unhide stuff at any point you want. But I mean, like this, that's 100% spam. This Ether Mail spam
So
rewards.
now
I
we have
don't,
to watch out for spam in our wallets.
Yeah.
yeah, they can spam you at any time. But the nice thing is you can also drop things that you want, like let's
Maybe
go back in here.
maybe a coupon for a free Sunday on your birthday.
Yeah. In
Right.
fact, you may even have that information about a birthday, and then
Yeah.
when word catches on this, is like, hey, how did you get that free dinner at this nice restaurant on your birthday? That's like an
Right.
$80 value. How did you get that? Oh, because I hold the NFT, and they just out of the blue sent it to me. Well, I want that NFT. And so you make that purchase. Now that purchase might be a little bit more, but you never know, because that was never something that was promised to begin with. It's just an added bonus or benefit.
Right. So I'm sure you guys have talked about it. If not, somebody else has, but it's all about surprise and delight, right?
Yes.
Surprise and delight your customers.
And
This is a great way
value.
to surprise and delight. So like this one, for example, I got dropped this by a company that I know, Munchies. I own their NFT. And when Queen Elizabeth II passed, they dropped this to all their holders. There's like these, I am Nax. I own his Genesis token. He's a musician and artist, and he does all these, different,
Right.
where he does an NFT with his music. And if you own his Genesis token, you can expect to get a token drop to you I don't know how often he's doing it. It's fairly often. So
And this will actually really start coming into fruition down the road. And when you're in this early, you are actually getting lifelong benefit, really, I wanted to just clarify, Erin, as I have got a teaching moment here, of what an NFC is.
Okay.
It's a near field communication.
Thank you. I knew it wasn't non-fungible something.
No, it's a near field.
It's a technology that's been around for a while. It's how you
right.
Apple Pay. It's how you.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you may not even know you
you.
use it already, and
Right.
that is an NFC. You
Yeah.
have to be somewhere between 4 centimeters or less to have it work. So
Yeah.
there you are. Yeah.
So I have other use cases as well. Like,
Can you scroll up before you go there real quick?
yeah.
So these 4 ladies are all in the same position, and they have different versions. So
Yeah.
explain about that.
I mean, that's just it's just different traits. So
That's what you were talking about, the one behind you.
yeah. So, I mean, you can see like, it's the same, basically. This is what I would call generative art. It's a generative NFT project. So you can see it's all like the same body shape and face. What's changing here is their backgrounds.
Yep.
They're adding something to their, like the wings here.
Sure.
They're
Yep.
changing their hair. They're changing the lips, the eyes,
Right.
blink or winking there. They're changing the color of their skin. So basically it's one, like the main thing is their body and
Right.
head shape.
With the hand
And
up
so
there. And then that fourth
Right.
one, you've got a couple butterflies.
Right.
Actually 4. Yeah. So all of these different traits, like you say.
Here, I'll show you guys. So you go in to one of these, so then you can see the properties. So the brows
yeah.
is a
How about that?
frown. The eyes, she has karma lashes, spiral brunette, silver big hoops, karma. Yes, I'm not sure what that means. Lips, cheeky red, scene, monarch, because it's got the monarch butterfly. Skin is deep. So the other thing about this is you can see these all have different percents. So it's based on, their formulas that they've decided, and some traits will mean like you get more, like it's more rare. And the rarity typically corresponds to the value. So if you have a more rare trait, then that can potentially be worth more.
Would that be a
So-
lower percentage or a higher percentage?
Yeah, though you want to get lower percentage.
gotcha.
You want to get one of ones. You want to get something that nobody else has so that you have the most rare. And there's different tools. I feel like that could be a whole nother topic to discuss.
Yeah, right. right.
But there are different tools I can show you. Are you seeing a blank screen?
Duck, duck, go.
Okay. So this is a tool that you can use to look at, collections and the rarities.
Gotcha.
So like top collections. I don't know if that is the best. Like, let's go to VFriends. I feel like VFriends is a good
Yeah, if you have
you can
$30,000
see,
spend on a NFT through VFriends.
right? So you can see the varying, so starting at 5.1 ETH, which I thought I looked the other day and they were lower. But then you can see
And
over
it's
here, it's got,
$15,000.
yeah, you
Yep.
can see the different traits here. There's a ton of different information that you can go
Right.
through, and we didn't even talk about minting or not minting.
Well, okay.
Sure,
so-
I can talk about this all day.
right.
Yeah, so
So,
much to learn.
yeah, we
24 more minutes.
yeah, well, we have a little longer than 4 minutes because we started a little late, but not
Yeah.
much more. Let's talk about minting real quick, because let's
Okay.
say somebody wanted to start a little local shirt company.
Mhm.
And so they don't even create their own designs. They go to Fiverr, have a design created. Now they trademark that image by having it first, even though it was created on another platform.
Mhm.
On a shirt. How does somebody go about creating that, minting that image as an NFT? And would there be differences on each one? Or how does that work? Ask your
So
friend.
that's a great question, and we've done a couple tutorials on that. I mean, it really it varies on which platform. OpenSea is pretty easy. Wax Atomic Hub is pretty easy. I don't know that I've created and minted on other platforms. It's all very much a similar process. It's
Okay.
you upload the artwork, ideally it's your own, either you paid somebody for their artwork to create the artwork. Like, I'm not saying you can't hire an artist to create something as an NFT. Obviously you are paying them for that. You're not, there's been stories of people stealing art from people and claiming it's their own. But so you create the artwork, you decide what you're going to sell it for. You upload those images into whatever platform, OpenSea, Wax, Solana, whatever you're going to use, Flow. You decide, the parameters around that. If you're going to take royalties, and like we talked about, the royalties are in perpetuity. I always screw that word up. And you put it out there, and then it's really all about the marketing and getting people, building the community, marketing the project, getting people to want to buy that project. And then from there, it's kind of out of your hands.
Gotcha.
From that point,
Once you mint it.
once it's minted and it's out there. And then I guess the other side of minting as well is like, there's a difference between minting a project and buying on a secondary. So when you mint a project, you're basically saying, I believe in this project. I'm going to buy this project before they show me what the artwork is. You may have, they may give you glimpses. They may show you like, these are what we're creating, but you have no idea what you're going to get. And I don't think I have anything in my wallet right now that is unrevealed. It's basically you're betting on that project based on a variety of factors. It could be the team that is working on it. It could be the artists. It could be that they have great utility, which is, all the things that they may potentially offer. It could be access. A lot of projects are based on access. So, like VFriends, for example, if you bought into VFriends, it allows you access to VCon, which is, hosted by Gary V. He just announced the next 2023 VCon is going to be in Indianapolis.
Minnesota this year.
Yeah, not Minnesota. But you're basically betting and then hoping that you get a rare NFT or rare trait that makes your NFT worth more than not. And so a lot of times, it's basically, it's like gambling as to what you're going to get.
Right.
Buying on the secondary means I'm coming here, I'm looking at this, I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I'm not screen sharing now, but you're looking on OpenSea or on whatever platform you're getting ready to buy from. You can pick out the one that you like. For example, I have bought pretty much every single one of these on the secondary. I actually can't. There's maybe actually one that I minted and I got lucky and I liked it. But a lot of times I buy my NFTs on the secondary market because I have a thing that I like to buy chicks that look like me. Because
that's where that came from.
That's just, it's what I like. I mean, she doesn't look like me, but I liked her because I love Paris. I liked her little tiara and she's got a glass of wine. Same with,
not in that order.
yeah, you can't see her, but this one
There
is
you
a
go.
sad girls bar and she's got a glass of wine. My hair used to be a lot darker. So I liked her for that. So you can see like for the majority of my NFTs reflect me or some part of me in some manner.
But you have to have that connection, right? I mean,
I do personally
have to have that connection
Not really.
because you're going to want to own something that you resonate with.
Yeah.
Not
You're right.
necessarily.
Well, exactly. And that's something that I say and I caution and I warn. I'm like, the thing is that you don't know what's going to happen with NFTs. They could go the way of, say, Beanie Babies. Remember when Beanie Babies were all the craze?
Oh, yeah,
and
I know that.
people were spending
well.
thousands and, like thousands and thousands of dollars on these little stuffed toys.
$3.99 stuffed toys.
Right.
$3.99
And
stuff
I
for
mean,
it,
these
so,
could go to zero. I don't know.
right.
The thing is, I believe in these projects. I believe they're doing good. I believe I'm getting back from them.
Right.
I like the art. I mean, my hope is that they're not going away because
Sure.
I'm doing a podcast on it. I'm traveling around the world talking about it. I believe in them.
Right.
I think they're great and I want them to be around. And I believe that this is the future. I really, truly do.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going away.
And so have you ever sold any of yours yet?
I think I've only sold like a couple. I hodl. Hodl is I hold. Hodl is it's a NFT term, a crypto term, hodl. Somebody I think made a mistake spelling hold. And so it also is an acronym for hold on for dear life. So I hodl crypto and I hodl NFTs. I don't really sell.
And you hope that the carpet doesn't get pulled out from under you.
Oh yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Maybe it's rug. I don't know.
Rug. Yeah, you don't want to get rugged, but we've all been rugged. I've been rugged. I wish it hadn't happened, but I've definitely been rugged. I mean, this is why when you are looking at NFTs, it is why like I still use Discord because they are really sneaky about changing like very small things. Like if you're looking, like if you're typing in a website, they'll change, like they'll add an L. So like if you're copy and pasting from Twitter and you're not careful, you
Yep.
could be, it could be, I can't think of something of the, like fame lady could be like fame lady, and they put an extra L lowercase in there and
Right.
you don't see it. Or they put an extra little dot between, and if you're not paying close attention, you can end up on the wrong website that they've spoofed. So
Yep.
it looks like you're on the right page,
And
but
it's
you're not.
counterfeit. That's right.
And then you connect your wallet, and then next thing you know, your wallet's been drained.
Yep.
And that's a whole nother conversation about security on NFTs and
Well-
Web3 and protecting yourself.
And the MetaMask wallet gives you a series of 9 words,
Mhm.
and it has to be in that order. And if you forget that or lose that order and those words,
Then you can
You're-
be locked out.
you're
And
completely
you're
out of
done.
luck. And so in that aspect, the security at least has been a good start, but that doesn't mean that bad people will come in and do bad things still. They will figure out a way.
Mhm.
We could go on.
And on and on.
And
We-
on and on.
We're going to wrap it up. I will say this. Shelly and I, we have 2 different ways of viewing new things in the world. Shelly tries virtually everything. I look at what works with Shelly and then I get in. Now, there's a difference between the 2, because even if she tries something and then goes somewhere else and somewhere else and somewhere else, and
I
that
mean, like
fourth,
Blab and Periscope.
right, all of
Mhm,
that,
mhm.
and that 4th thing actually takes off, and I go in that 4th thing, I still will suffer from the experience of hopping up to that point. It's hopscotching up. Okay. When you try new things, you get very good at learning how to adapt and try things. Shelly is much better than that than I am. It's helped her, it's benefited her.
Mhm.
What we're trying to say today is have an open mind, an open sea. Just-
Oh, I like it.
Thank you. I have my moments. And just even none of the NFTs that I own, I've purchased. Okay. They've been gifted to me. Now that I can learn about this and not feel like I will lose my life savings trying something. Okay. Just get good at this and learn about it. And because it is coming, and it, like we pointed out earlier, it is actually here. Web3 is here. I was explaining to somebody earlier today the difference. What is Web3? Well, Web1 was the internet. Look, you can buy an airline ticket on the internet. Wow. Web2 is the social aspect of all this. Web3 is now we get into some ownership of actual intellectual property that other people wanted a piece of. And to just scale it down, that's kind of where we are right now. And it's a good thing. It's really a good thing. So
Agreed.
hopefully
I just want to add, start small. Like you don't have to jump in, like you were saying, Phil. I mean,
Yeah.
Take $25 or $50 or $100, whatever you feel comfortable with losing. Like think of it like you're going to Las Vegas and
Exactly.
you may not walk out with this money. And just get in there and play around. I mean, there's a lot of projects you can get into that are really cheap, and it'll just give you that experience the more that you do it. I mean, I've been doing this now for
4 or 5
since
years.
I think I first bought into NFTs, it would have probably been January or February 2020. So
okay.
I haven't even been in that long. My first one that I got into was Cabbage Patch Kids, Garbage Pail Kids. So they, Tops. It was Tops that did
Tops.
Garbage Pail Kids. And I collected as a kid. And when they announced, I was like, oh my God, I have to get into this because I loved them when I was a kid. And
Sure.
so that's what finally sparked me. And there's a lot of, there's going to be a lot more brands getting into this. Starbucks is getting into it.
Starbucks is in.
Tiffany's.
Tiffany's, Nike, Adidas,
Absolutely.
Boss Beauties just announced, well, actually they announced a while ago, but Barbie is getting into it. Mattel, Game of Thrones is in. I mean, it's coming. It's 100% coming. It's a matter of.
Yeah, one of the indicators on if a town is going to blow up is if the box stores come in. Their box stores do their due diligence. They're not going to drop millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to have a presence in a little town that can't necessarily support it yet, but they see what's coming. And this is no different when you see, like you say, Tiffany, Starbucks, Mattel, all of these companies have done their due diligence. They're not going to drop these millions of dollars if they don't think that there's something in it.
Right.
So
yeah, that's my suggestion is just, dip a little toe in and get the feel and then go from there, because it really is the future.
I will wrap up by saying this. Just some of the industries that are going to be touched by this are like identity and passports will be touched.
Real estate.
Real estate. We didn't even touch on that. That's going to be touched. Digital products.
Membership.
Music and video rights.
Events.
Voting.
Yep.
I mean, and you're right, events. And so all of this stuff is going to be touched very soon.
Luxury, any luxury products, because think about all the knockoffs that are out there and you can verify.
Right.
So
yeah, exactly.
Travel.
Shelley and I are exactly, by the way, Shelley and I are constantly asked, what is the next big thing? This is the next big thing, guys. And so if you want to get in on the front end of something, learn about crypto, NFTs, those words which are going to go away, but the concept is not. So learn about this stuff. And Erin, thank you so very much.
Thank you.
I'm amazed on how fast the time went.
Yeah, super fast.
I know. Yeah.
So
I knew it would. I mean, I can talk about this forever. So.
Well, I hope you found that as helpful as I did. So many great tips and tricks and insights there that you've provided us, Mint-Ecell. So thank you so much. And if you are an entrepreneur, small business owner, man, I hope you got some true valuable insights in this episode.
I hope so too. As I said, in other shows that we've been doing this for 4 in a row now, because, well, quite honestly, I've been traveling around Europe. I believe I'm currently in Lisbon, getting ready to attend the non-fungible conference. So I really hope that this has been a great time, putting this training together. And I really hope that everyone has enjoyed it and gotten benefit from it. And speaking of benefit, if you follow us on social media at the NiFTy Chicks, the NiFTy NiFTy Chicks, CHICKS, we like to provide benefits there in the sense of we let you know when we're going to be live. We share news with you. We like to, just let you know what's happening in the world of NFTs. So we'd really love it if you would give us a follow.
That's right. And as always, thank you so much for listening to the NiFTy Chicks. Always remember, invest in yourself because you are worth it. Please listen carefully to the following disclaimer. Neither the host nor the guests of the NiFTy Chicks podcast are acting in the capacity of financial advisors. We wish to remain transparent and impartial to the NFT community at all times, and therefore, the content provided by the NiFTy Chicks hosts and guests are intended for general information purposes only. Nothing written or discussed by the NiFTy Chicks hosts and guests should be construed or relied upon as investment, financial, legal, regulatory, accounting, tax, or similar advice. Nothing should be interpreted as a solicitation to invest in any cryptocurrency or NFT, and nothing herein should be construed as a recommendation to engage in any investment strategy or transaction. Please be advised that it is in your own best interest to consult with investment, legal, tax, or similar professionals regarding any specific situation and any prospective transaction decisions. You must do your own research when considering investing in cryptocurrencies or NFTs. We are simply sharing our journey with you as we learn more about the world of NFTs. Happy minting.